to the class to stimulate their intention to participate,
Yep.
to deal on real scenarios, not just theory. I mean, trying to get a big network from people in the industry, understanding that they need maybe an upgrade. They are willing to go to lead a team of a high performance center or either a team, or they have believed the information to the athlete or the asset, because it's, I don't know if it's an asset or a athlete. It's that person who is.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Sporting Goal podcast. And today I'm joined again with Jordi Estera from ESEI. And first of all, Jordi, thanks for taking the time, and it's good to see you again. How's everything going?
Olle, for your invitation. Always a pleasure to talk with Sporting Global and one of our partners. And yeah, we are back to normality, reality. I am not sure. And yeah, full of. I mean, batteries full and preparing for new challenges as always. Academic year starts in a week.
I can imagine, and we're going to talk about I guess some new things today, which is going to be a lot of fun, and of course, we're proud to have you part of the Sporting Global community and platform as well, and it's fun to see all the good things we're doing together. But for those of you that doesn't know that much about it, why don't you just give yourself a little bit of a short intro, a little bit about who you are, what you're doing, and a little bit about your role, and then we'll dive into the core of it.
Be short, and my name is Jordi Estera, as a co-director from ESEI International Business School. My role here is based off understanding the development of programs, trying to find out the needs of the market, job market overall. And 3 years ago, we started also not just in multidisciplinary aspects of businesses, as I say, is being focused. It's also starting with sports. That's my passion, my background as a professional tennis player. Sorry.
Right.
Dedicating my life in combining studies and sports, and due to that passion, I jumped to the possibility to run a high performance center. And combining both, let's say, realized that I see so many opportunities, and that's why my passion converts to my need to the sports industry, and as well for new programs, trying to stimulate and guiding potential needs of the market, as well as the assets, people, students. And yeah, briefly, more or less, that's my role, as I say, briefly.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing as well. And obviously, you guys just released a new program at ESEI. Like, what is the program all about, and what are some of the things that it will cover?
As I mentioned, when we started with the sports, we 3 years ago, we realized that there's some kind of needs in terms of the aspects of organization in the sports industry.
Right.
As the management, the communication, the basics are changing a lot. I mean, there are so many digital transformation, technology, knowledge, communication, and so on.
Right.
And we have our sports in management as a program dedicated to the need of getting the best teachers, lecturers from the industry to help the students to get the stimulation in getting the strength to be able to confront their department with guarantees.
Right.
Then that was enough. And then I tried to find out another need that based on high performance, because there are so many scientific aspects, not physiotherapists, nutritionists,
right.
Recoveries, and they do not have this background as management.
Yeah.
And then we believe, after my experience as well as talking to many colleagues, people, expertise, that position of health and management into the high performance center is not existent. It's right now a bit chaos. It's a lot of decisions. The athlete as an asset needs to be informed with one message, not 25 messages.
Right.
And that master is focusing on this direction. I'm not sure if it makes sense. It's very innovative. It's very
Yeah.
unique,
Yeah.
but it's honestly something missing in terms of new position that needs
Right.
training and yeah.
Yeah, and
And
it
help.
makes sense though, in terms of, the high performance culture, like the more professional it becomes, like you need the right people, to support these athletes, right, in the best possible way in their journey. And and talk a little bit about, like, of course, like more about, and I guess you touched a little bit upon it. Like, why did you decide to introduce this new program, and why, is this knowledge so important for the sport industry today? Like, why is now the right time to do it?
Uh, According to the situation as either individual sports, collective sports like soccer as a team, dealing with them as individuals, tennis as one single player, but with a whole team behind,
Right.
understanding the needs in every moment, in every part of their lives or decisions, they have to be done as consensus. If the communication is not working well in terms of individuals, how you feel, how is your short, medium, and long-term plan
Right.
based on a preparation, based on conditioning, based on even health mentality. I mean, psychology is also
Yeah. Yeah.
another aspect important. All this planning has to be done every day. And when you have a soccer team with many players, different personalities, uh, whatever happens has to be an action and a reaction. I mean, all the sectors, all the aspects are being established in the website because we have been landing all the information in our website, where is all the information exposed as the main modules that we are getting best speakers from every single module as not just a theory plus real practice. I mean, they are
Right.
professionals, active professionals, able to be taking some time to help this master running.
Yeah.
And other aspects from the master is as well the that is going to be teach or taught during the weekend,
Mhm.
not a normal timetable.
Okay.
That's something that allows people who already work and need that, because we believe it's a niche that needs that upgrade.
Yep.
It's possible for them to come during the weekends, not stopping their work wherever they are doing.
Right.
And also is innovative on that sense as well. That combination is tough, but
Yep.
we have been done our best.
Oh, I can imagine, and it's just having that flexibility, right, to let those people, be in their full time work as well, and talk a little bit about a bit more in depth about the modules. Like, what are some of the topics that will be covered in this new program? Like, what are some of the things that they will learn if they decide to join this?
ESEI has two intakes. One is starting on fall semester. Our intention is starting on November 2022. It's true that we upload the information a bit late because we have some issues of some issues, but everything is being set.
Yeah.
But as the modules that they will be taking care of injury management, for example, in terms of understanding the risk of which strategies on the recovery,
Right.
or pre-recovery, because there are aspects that the prediction of injuries are able to be checked from the department.
Yeah.
Post nutrition, the same as which type of information, which type of message, which type of physiognomy of the athlete you have, and which needs they have to be taken care as what is needed from every single player. Communication overall, very important aspect about how you communicate as an active communication, trying to understand the type of personalities that you have at your team, how to approach to them, train them, and making clear the message with them is content planning as well, to start asking, and let's not as an obligation, but all what you're doing is part of a big picture. And then the way how you plan is important, as your sector has to be put it on a CRM. That's something as well that needs to be updated as another module, data analysis and management, how the data is being used, the
Yeah.
big data now is a mega trend that not everybody knows how to use it and
Right.
the purpose why to use that and what you want to get at the end.
Yep. Yep.
Testing this as understanding that all theory fantastic, I love theory, but also putting that in practice, testing that performance assessment, trying to understand and making them sure that don't just go theory, go and also find solutions for every single aspect based on the combination of everything, right? Sports
Right.
medicine, that's also another aspect that is very important, not just medicine, because the recovery of sports medicine is totally something revolutionary. Needs to
Yep.
be clarified to the athlete that maybe you get a problem on your right leg, but you have another leg and two
Right.
arms and a big body. You have to understand that if you stop totally, your recovery will take much longer. If you understand what you can and what you cannot do
Yeah.
with a clear message, allows the athlete to recover even faster.
Right. Right.
Technical analysis, no, the same about what you want to get, what you need, what is needed, what is being that as a part of technical and part of tactic. It's
Yeah.
like something important. Another sports psychology, that's something that's not really nowadays being used, but psychology is health mentality, positive thinking,
Yeah.
doing coaching, how to do the coaching, how to
Right.
really understand that you need to be self-criticized to get better, understanding the rest of the team, which is
Right.
your role, what is needed from you. And at the end of this is also, as always, a real world context. We have
Right.
we have to make them to practice because we are very into the things that you learn by doing or you learn doing always doing things. No, you
Yeah.
can learn from your colleague on your right, on your left, with the different background, different
Right.
experiences. And also something to finish in this sense, the program also has a trip to Qatar in
Nice.
order to get that experience being applied to real scenario and how it works at high performance center in Qatar as a mega trend as they invest a lot of money in many aspects.
Right.
And it's a fantastic guide visit with
Yeah.
some people from a society that we work with, that is a strength conditioning society, where they
Yeah.
having around 12,000 members, if I am not wrong, uh, fully dedicated to the sports industry. And
Right.
due to this collaboration or synergies that we are facing, I think ESEI as multidisciplinary experience in business,
Hmm.
communication, marketing, finance, technology, digital transformation, and everything together with them as a expertise in the
Right.
sports industry. This stick in giving a fantastic experience to the new students being recruited. I'm totally assuring that the program is going to be unique.
Absolutely. And I mean, like, and as you were saying too, is really critical. I think with some of these topics, and technically all of them, where you get that real life experience, from the speakers, from just the tasks that you were saying, right? It's they need to kind of know what it's actually happening there.
Nowadays, exactly, the theory is something that is very antique or very old fashioned. What you need is to impact the students with the intention and the need first that the sports is you need to be special. Your DNA has to be different. I mean, you
Right.
cannot be just administrative, just active. You have to understand how to balance uh, everything because it's very organic learning. You learn by doing, but every day is going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
But this challenge has to be motivating you to be better and better, and being surrounded by a team who understands that your work is needed as the same as the work of the cooker, as well as the work from the coach, as well as the
Oh.
work to even make the maintenance, the coach. I mean, now it's a big, big, big family,
Right.
and that needs to be understood that we do not work in high performance as a vertical organization, must be as a horizontal.
Yeah.
Everybody is very important, and every single aspect has to be studied, and I mean, and they need yeah, it's a revelation. Sport
Right.
has changed a lot.
Yeah. And I mean, like I had a recording another podcast the other day, and I was talking with someone from the US, working with like the NFL and like from a professional, team, and he was talking about like, how the realization of, whatever kind of role you had, everyone had to, have the same mentality and work as hard as the players out on the field, and so like if you want to be a winning organization, if the players are going to win, everyone in the backside too has to, be at the high performance level. That's how it works.
How it works exactly. You cannot be doing that if you don't. It's like a recipe. You have part of theory, part of trial and error,
Yeah.
try a big part of skills, knowledge, because
Yeah.
it's true nowadays. You need to be I mean, keep learning because it's tremendous this digital transformation after post pandemic.
Right.
We have learned a lot from this stuff,
Yeah.
and also it's passion being involved. If you don't
Yeah.
really like, if you don't have a passion, maybe it's better to change the sector. Being honest.
Right. No, I mean, like, you need just the perfect mix of knowledge, experience, and networking. You know. All right, cool. So talk a little bit about, like, obviously we talked a lot about the program, like what it entails and like what's included in it. Like, who is the program targeted towards? Like, who are the kind of people that should, that you're targeting with this, and how can people learn more, and apply for it? Like, when does it start? Like, when is the deadline to apply? And yeah, like I said, who is the program targeted towards?
Professional development pathway, let's say, in order to who we are calling to this master is a big variety. But as a resume, maybe it's the head of performance or the director of performance, as
Yeah.
well as the person who's in charge of health as a management or manager of performance and health. That's
Right.
an important figure in this type of clubs, centers, or teams. And as well, everything related to maybe nutritionist, psychology, even the coach itself, but or the head of coach, of course,
Yeah.
or even maybe someone who was doing marketing as a single aspect and wants to now move to not a business company as a high performance center, because it's other type of people, other type of values, and I mean maybe that the call to people who is a physiotherapist, I mean, who is in the health industry related to sports.
Right.
And from the other hand, is as well, I mean, you asked me about the intakes. The intakes, as what we have been thinking, we will launch one now on November 2022.
Yep. Yep.
The website is being active in ESEI.com, or maybe you can publish the link, or if you may have it, I can share it later on.
No worries.
And according to the application, is open. It's true that we are looking for our first season. Let's say we start the program this year, and we're expecting around 10 students being registered. But it's true that we will launch next intake on March 2023. If it's not changes being involved.
Yep.
And as always, two intakes. And if some of the modules are very attractive, we are thinking about the possible of fragmentation in order to not to get the master, but getting some of the modules to be done.
Yeah.
That's another option to be able to be applying for.
Interesting.
And even I recommend, if you are part of a big organization as a high performance center, coming with a colleague or some of you, because we are also thinking if the company wants to proceed with the registration of some employees, we can even afford several discounts on the needs of this new and innovative program that we launched from ESEI together with SCF as a society. I told you, very professional on that level of health and sport.
Yep.
And yeah, everything is at the website as well, Ole. And if any requirement, any question, is a big team at the back office able to answer any single question being requested. Anyway.
Awesome. And then, of course, as well, make sure to learn more about SE and the programs at sportingglobal.com. All the information is there as well. And we'll redirect you to, the website, and you can learn more. And all the way at the end here, I just wanted to ask a little bit about what tips do you have for those that are interested in pursuing this kind of program, so they can be, best prepared for it, and also to be best prepared for, the industry, what is happening out there.
We believe it's the students' era, and even more focalizing in sports, they need an impact. They need to be part of a big holistic combination of getting one of the best speakers with real experience, and of course, uh, the basics, the way to motivate to the class, to stimulate their intention to participate,
Yep.
to deal on real scenarios, not just theory. I mean, trying to get a big network from people in the industry, understanding that they need maybe an upgrade. They are willing to go to lead a team of a high performance center, or either a team, or they have believed the information to the athlete or the asset, because it's, I don't know if it's an asset or an athlete. It's that person who is prepared for conquering this proof, this tournament, these Olympic Games. I mean, is with that intention to grow, because honestly, as I mentioned, is a big or tremendous need of combining science, health, and aspects in terms of sports, and the way to transmit that to the team, to the athletes, is based on better performance, better success, and as well one message. There's two people extroverted with this motivation of improving.
Yep.
Who's in love about sports, because
with that, Jordi, I would like to thank you, for taking the time and for being here once again, for sharing the insights. And it's always cool, like when you guys and other, out there are, always looking into the changes of the industry, coming up with new programs, new initiatives, to be on top, of what's happening, because, the industry is changing rapidly, and you have to be on top of it to educate the new leaders, the current leaders, and help professionalize the industry. So it's been a pleasure having you here, and glad. I wish you all the best for the new program and launch in November. Exciting times.
Fantastic. Thank you, Ole, for your invitation, as well as I say, it's a pleasure to use the tools you have, network that you have created, and it's growing and growing. And it's true that any single synergy willing to convert, as we are living in a transformation situation, either digitally, human, family, and everything.
Yeah.
Everyone who wants to add value is always welcome. And then I hope to see you in Seville, as I know in 2-3 weeks we will be presenting Sporting Global there. And as I say, pleasure to see you, and I hope to create more,
Absolutely. We're going to do a lot of cool things together, and of course we'll see you in Seville, and it's going to be a lot warmer than Norway, so it's going to be nice.
Okay.
But, thank you, Jordi. And for everyone that's been here all the way at the end, make sure to like the video, subscribe as well, and sign up at sportingglobal.com if you haven't, to learn more about SE. See the jobs, see the programs, see things that are happening there, and keep working on your sport industry career. The mindset has to be there, as Jordi was talking about. All right, thank you, Jordi. And as always, just luck kiss. Hey, nice job.